Data protection in the UK. Welcome to our training session on data protection in the UK. In today's digital landscape, safeguarding personal data is not just a legal requirement. It's essential for building trust and maintaining a positive reputation with your customers. Section 1. Understanding data protection legislation. Understanding data protection legislation with relevant icons. First, let's understand the key legislation governing data protection in the UK. The primary law is the UK General Data Protection Regulation, commonly known as UK GDPR. This regulation outlines how personal data should be processed, stored, and shared. Additionally, the Data Protection Act 2018 complements UK GDPR by providing details on specific areas, such as processing sensitive data and the rights of individuals. Section 2. Key terminology. Before diving deeper, let's clarify some key terms. Personal data. Any information that relates to an identifiable individual, such as names, email addresses, or IP addresses. Data subject. The individual whose personal data is being processed. Data controller. The organization or individual that determines the purposes and means of processing personal data. Data processor. Any person or entity that processes data on behalf of the data controller. Section 3. Principles of data protection. UK GDPR is built on 7 key principles that ensure data is handled responsibly. 1. Lawfulness, fairness, and transparency. Process data legally and transparently. 2. Purpose limitation. Collect data for specific, legitimate purposes only. 3. Data minimization. Limit data collection to what is necessary for your purposes. 4. Accuracy. Ensure personal data is accurate and kept up to date. 5. Storage limitation. Retain data only for as long as necessary. 6. Integrity and confidentiality. Process data securely to protect against breaches. 7. Accountability. Maintain records and demonstrate compliance with data protection laws. Section 4. Rights of data subjects. Data subjects have several rights under UK GDPR, including the right to access. Individuals can request access to their data. The right to rectification. They can request corrections to inaccurate data. The right to erasure, also known as the right to be forgotten. The right to restrict processing. Individuals can limit how their data is used. The right to data portability. They can request their data in a usable format. The right to object. Individuals can contest the processing of their data. Section 5. Responsibilities of businesses. As a business, you have specific responsibilities to ensure compliance with UK data protection laws. 1. Register with the Information Commissioner's Office, ICO, if you process personal data. 2. Implement data protection policies. Create policies outlining how personal data will be handled and ensure staff are trained. 3. Conduct data protection impact assessments, DPIAs, when initiating new projects that may impact data privacy. 4. Ensure third-party compliance. Make sure that any third-party processors also comply with data protection laws. 5. Report data breaches. Have procedures for identifying, reporting, and managing data breaches. Section 6. Data protection by design and default. Another critical aspect of UK GDPR is the concept of data protection by design and by default. Businesses should incorporate data protection measures in their projects from the outset and ensure that only necessary data is processed by default. Section 7. Consequences of non-compliance. Visual. Icons representing penalties, fines, and reputational damage. Failure to comply with data protection regulations can lead to severe consequences, including hefty fines of up to 17.5 million or 4% of annual global turnover, whichever is higher. Moreover, non-compliance can harm your reputation and erode customer trust. Conclusion. Final thoughts and call to action. In conclusion, data protection is a vital responsibility for all businesses operating in the UK. By understanding your legal obligations, upholding the rights of data subjects, and implementing robust data protection measures, you can safeguard your organization and maintain the trust of your customers. For more information or assistance with compliance, feel free to reach out to our team. Thank you for watching, and let's commit to protecting personal data together. Stay informed, stay compliant, and protect what matters most.